Welcome to our message from our divine compassionate guides. My name is Julianne Lynn Duffy. My purpose is to live, speak, and seek the truth in all forms, to help reconnect humanity to the highest form of authenticity. And when I pull these daily messages, my intention is to help heal and serve you in the most divine way. So let's jump right into our message for today. I am pulling from the Rose Oracle cards by Rebecca Campbell. So let's find out what our message is for this beautiful day. First part, the bloom. Creation realized, right time, harvest, celebrate. Our next card, the sacred union, beloved within, inner and outer relationships. And our last part of our message for today, whispers of Mother Earth, creativity, ideas, inspiration, artist, writer, channel. Wow. Just take a deep breath in. Just like always, we're just going to allow ourselves to get centered. And as we exhale, we're just going to release any previous thoughts and observations. And let's jump right into each part of this message and see what we're being guided for this beautiful day. So the bloom, we're going to start over here. That is our creations realized, right time, harvest, and celebrate. So this one says that the card is all about reaping the reward for what you've created. Dreams manifested into matter. It's a confirmation that you're currently in the bloom phase of your cycle of growth, or what you're about to be. The bloom is when you're at your fullest, and you've got deep roots of our dreams have been realized. We're blooming. We've made it to where we've longed to be. We're likely visible, but maybe not quite in our world yet. Life is often adventurous, energetic, positive, and good. This card comes with the message to embrace and enjoy this moment. So right now is a great time. Be happy. Enjoy this moment. Celebrate what you've created. Enjoy what has come to you, and allow yourself to revel in it. Bask in the beauty. Drink in the nectar. Be nourished by the sweet scent of your bloom. Don't take the bloom for granted, though. Enjoy it while it's here, but don't hold on to it for too long. Either let it be what it is in its fullest, and when the time comes to return the petals to earth, you'll know when it is and do that too. So the bloom is happening. That's our first part of it, where we are at this point where we can celebrate a little bit. Know that we are reaping the rewards of all the things we've set up previously. It's all coming into place. And then we jump to our next part of the message, the sacred union, beloved within, inner and outer relationships. This is how we grow, is with the relationships. They cradle and stretch us. Through connections and division, love and hurt, compassion and separation, they invite us to return again and again to the most important relationship we'll ever have, the one with ourselves and the sacred union that's been waiting within. So the ancient mysteries teachings whisper secrets of sacred unions. In early Christian mythicism and Kabbalah, the sexual alchemy of ancient Egyptian teachings, and the father-mother, the Yab-Yum in Tibetan Buddhism, were familiar to the mystic couples such as Iris and Osiris. But we each have the sacred masculine and feminine within us. The sacred union through the external relationship is always an invitation to deepen our union within. Every relationship can be seen as an invitation to deepen our connection with the beloved within, even the most challenging relationships, especially the most challenging one. The sacred union isn't just between you and another, it's returning to yourself. And when we return to ourselves, we also return to humanity as a whole. So this one is, you may be invited to grow through relationships. Perhaps you're feeling like you're being tested or stretched, or feel like you're being, or find yourself longing for something external. This is an invitation to deepen the connection within, to embrace yourself fully and treat yourself like the most precious person on earth. The most embraced you feel, the easier it is to embrace others. So this one's really, it's about our relationships for sure, but I feel like this is definitely mainly about our relationship with the divine and coming to terms with our ability to embrace our divine right. And then the last part of this message, the whispers of the Mother Earth. Creativity, ideas, inspiration, artist, writer, channel. There are creations seated within you, planted before your birth. These are unborn possibilities yearning to be woven and creative solutions waiting to be realized. Songs of the ancient earth humming through you, beckoning to be sung, new consciousness that longs to be written into matter. So this one's telling us to surrender the creations whispering you forth. Perhaps you're being called to reweave the web of life in some small way, to stitch the soul in a little more. We came bearing keys for each other, and as you share your song, it unlocks something in someone else. So this is about our creativity and intuition coming from the same sacred place. They can't be reproduced. They occur when we find ourselves flowing in the rest of life. Earth is a planet of creativity, and yet so many of us have forgotten how to create. So much of humanity has been raised to consume. We're so focused on more that we've forgotten how to grow sustainably. Our consumption is killing us. Trust the seeds that have been planted within you. Somewhere along the way, we stopped seeing ourselves as artists, creatives, and poets and singers. Yet to be human is to be creative. So that's the last part. So we're really being guided to step back into those creative powers. So I feel like really what our message is for today is we are on that right path. We are blooming into the reality that we want. What we've been creating, all those things are coming and manifesting forward. But we have to also, to assist this manifesting forward, we have got to find and connect to our sacred union. So this is connecting to the divinity, trusting. We've had this many times. And, knowing that relationships not only with the divine, but with people here, this is going to be an important part to assist our blooming process. It sounds very familiar. And the outcome is when we are in bloom, which we're doing now, we're manifesting, creating the things that we want. And if we've got that union, we're connected to the divine, then the whispers of the mother is that we're going to use our creativity and we're going to use all that creativity in this realm to create it and be connected. This is those inspirations that are going to help us to go through that blooming process. So we're blooming, but it's going to be dependent on our sacred union. Are we connected to both people and our divine being and trusting that sacred union? And through that, we can then get into that creative power, our, poetry, songs, creating solutions to all the problems we really have. And as it said, we have a consumption problem here. We just went through, the Black Friday and then the Cyber Monday and all this shopping, consume. If that's still something that gets you and you want to consume, this is going to be a very important part to work on, because the stuff does not make us happy. We really need to focus on our relationships with the divine, our relationships with others, and start creating in the more creative way, not just consuming things that other people have created. So we are in the bloom, we are manifesting, we are harvesting and going to start that harvesting process of all the things we've been creating. And it's going to be easier if we've got that sacred union. We're connected to the divine. We're connected to those inner and outer relationships with ourselves and with others. And using our creativity and going and stepping into it. So I highly recommend, especially for us to start working on our creativity. When I'm doing our yoga classes, any of my yoga classes, I always implement a I am phrase. So you choose what you want to create. So I am abundant as an example would be a phrase. And then we imagine and intend and see ourselves in that scene, in our I am scene. And that's really the point of how we start to be creative, is we've got to come back to that imagining, back to those times where we just let our minds create things and imagine them. So that's going to really assist. Or, maybe you're just being called, write a poem, connect it to that creative side, color, whatever it might be, because that's going to assist us as we go through this. Because the more creative we are, the more we're going to find solutions to anything that might be a problem along the process of blooming. As always, my intention is that this message help, heals, and serves you for today. And I hope it does. And until tomorrow, have a beautiful day. Namaste.